The reason I went out to California was I was going to intern with a company called American Sports Network, who did TV production work for ESPN. They had a monthly show called American Muscle Magazine.
Yeah, I remember that. Awesome, man.
So I was the associate producer of that show almost immediately because a couple of the older, more established guys, they were disgruntled and they quit. So I was sort of thrust into their job.
Wow.
So I was able to do, video shoots. I was directing training shoots, interviews. We were covering events like the Arnold Classic, the Olympia, the USA. Yeah. So I was really privileged to be part of all that because we did that. That's how I met everybody. Everyone that I eventually became friends with, I met through my work on that show. And if we'll get into the magazine, but that's how I trained. That's how I got.
Amazing. I had no idea. And I watched that. And as a kid, I watched because there was a lot of programming. And again, that launched the career guys like, in my opinion, like Sean Ray, he was down there doing the training stuff. And then you would get, Coyer Bow, these not random, but these other guys that I never would have heard of otherwise. And all of a sudden they were superstars because now to me, they're on TV and in the magazine. And they had a lot of programming, kind of like morning body shaping and stuff, right?
They had workout shows.
Yeah.
We had our show. There were, we did event coverage specials for, like 1 hour specials for the Mr. Olympia, the Ms. Olympia, the USA. Another company did the Nationals. So there was a lot of bodybuilding on TV back then.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so interesting how much it's changed from that respect. So that's crazy. So after maybe, I guess that show, concluded after that, you were still competing. I know that much because I was still following you all the way through the early 2000s and stuff. When did you again make the transition? Were you just in LA and opportunities sort of presented themselves to write maybe?
No. So what happened was it was early 92, I think January. I went down to Ironman Magazine's headquarters at the time was in Marina Del Rey. They later moved upstate a little further north, but so that's where I met John Balick. He was the publisher, the editor at the time. Steve Holman and Lonnie Tieper. The reason we were there was we were doing a preview segment for the next episode of the show. It was an Ironman Pro preview, and Lonnie Tieper was talking about the lineup for the show. So while I was there, we also went in and got some B-roll footage of the Ironman magazine, the headquarters, and they had all the old magazines. Everything was really cool.
Yeah.
At one point, I pulled Steve Holman aside because I'd already been writing scripts for the TV show this whole time. From the time the first day I was there, they had me writing scripts.
Wow.
So I said, Steve, how does somebody get to write for your magazine? What could I submit something? Or he's like, yeah, if you want to submit something, here's our fax number, because that's how you send things.
Yeah.
Wrote up a little something, faxed it, and he said, yeah, this is cool. We'll pay you a little bit for it. And I think I was in the magazine every month. I had something, an article, a column, almost every month for about, I want to say about 15 years. So Ironman, I got to give a lot of credit to Steve Holman and John Balick. They were the first people to publish me.
Wow.